Find out when you can visit the new Pacific Seas Aquarium. The South Tacoma Library branch is closed for renovations, and there are opportunities for you to learn about the city's proposed 2019-2020 budget priorities and also add your input. All that and more on this edition of Tacoma Report. Hello, welcome to this edition of Tacoma Report. I'm Angie Foster. Laura Proctor is off this week. A new attraction at Point Defiance Zoo and Aquarium is about to open. Stacy Ellifrit has more on what this underwater world has to offer.
After years of dreaming and planning, the opening date is set for the Pacific Seas Aquarium. The Point Defiance Zoo and Aquarium is excited to invite the community into this immersive new space that's one of the largest projects in their history.
We're very serious about delivering on a promise to the community. We've enjoyed incredible community support, not only through people coming to the zoo, through attendance, but through bond issues that the community has passed in support of the zoo and all of Metro Parks. And the bond issue that was passed in 2014 for $198 million demonstrates that the community trusts us with their dollars. And so we want to deliver a project that is worthy of that trust, and we feel we have absolutely done this with this new aquarium.
For over 50 years, the former aquarium put guests face-to-face with sea life from the Pacific Northwest. In this new space, guests will enjoy sea creatures from all around the Pacific Rim.
With this new aquarium, we wanted to go a little bit farther in the Pacific Rim. And so, for instance, we have Japanese spider crabs, which are from the other side of the Pacific Rim. And we have a Baja Bay exhibit, which is in the Gulf of California.
The new aquarium is 20% larger than the former space and continues the tradition of highlighting native marine life while also showcasing some exciting new species.
In the Baja Bay section, they'll see hammerhead sharks and spotted eagle rays and green sea turtles. Those are all new to Tacoma and really new to the whole Puget Sound region. There are a lot of new and enticing things and wonderful displays from all along the Pacific Rim.
Community members are invited to take in all this and more during the grand opening weekend, September 7th through the 9th. Finishing touches on the space will continue through the end of the year.
Grand opening is coming up, and we can't wait, September 7th, and I think it's going to be spectacular. And the thing that will be so nice for us, we'll be able to see the reaction of our community to this marvelous new facility. And beyond that, it opens up a resource for telling stories about the ocean and about the animals that live there, and as a tremendous teaching resource for our community.
The finale to this subaquatic scenery is a gallery that asks guests to think about what behaviors can be changed to impact oceans for the better.
The Waves of Change gallery is very important to our overall message in this aquarium. People have gone through a magnificent experience seeing the wonderful sea life and the animals and the exhibits and the displays, and we want to instill in them a sense of commitment to the oceans, because the oceans need our help. It's our ocean, our future. That's one of the overarching themes of this new aquarium.
Visit the Pacific Seas Aquarium to get inspired by the marine creatures that live in our own backyard and beyond. For Tacoma Report, I'm Stacy Ellifrit.
The Point Defiance Zoo and Aquarium is open daily from 9:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. For more information about the zoo and for ticket information, visit their site. The Point Defiance Zoo and Aquarium was awarded a renewable energy grant from Tacoma Power last December to help with another upcoming project. This one involves installing rooftop solar panels that will help offset some of the cost of future power bills. It's part of Tacoma Power's Evergreen Options program, which is supported by customers who elect to pay a little extra on their bill to support renewable energy development in the Northwest. The application period for this year's grant ends September 30th. You can find out more about the grant program and learn how to support new renewable energy projects by visiting the website. This past June, staff and students at Grant Center for the Expressive Arts broke ground on their new school. Since then, crews have fenced the area and demolished the old building to prepare the site for the new school. The new grant will feature a theater to showcase the innovative school's performing arts program. As part of the construction project, the neighborhood right around the building will get new sidewalks and ADA accessible sidewalk ramps. The building was funded by a $500 million construction bond Tacoma voters approved in 2013 to modernize or replace 14 schools. The new Grant Center for the Expressive Arts is scheduled to open later this fall. The South Tacoma Library branch is overdue for a refresh, and it's finally happening. The branch will be closed for an estimated 3 months and is expected to reopen in November. If South Tacoma is your home branch, your Library Holds pickup location will be the Moore branch at 215 South 56th Street. Staff will be monitoring the South Tacoma book drop location, but for faster service, they recommend using Moore or another branch to return your materials. After the break, we'll find out if an electric car is right for you. Stay with us. Starting in September and running through November, the city and Tacoma Public Utilities are hosting Electric Car 101 workshops. Every year, new electric vehicle models are introduced with lower prices, greater range, and more options. The workshops will help people decide if an electric vehicle will fit their lifestyle, if electric is really better for the environment, and also about incentives and financing options. For a full listing of workshop dates and locations, visit the city site. Finding a gas station is usually not a worry for people heading out on long road trips. That's not always been the case for owners of all electric vehicles. That's about to change thanks to a program that got a jump start right here in Tacoma. John Phillips explains.
Electric vehicles and their charging stations from a century ago. They're part of the history on display at America's Car Museum. As of this summer, contemporary EV owners will find a new version just outside. Governor Jay Inslee came to help dedicate the first of 6 new fast charge stations coming to the I-5 corridor in a public-private venture to encourage more use of electric vehicles.
What we're finding is that by giving people just a little more confidence about where they can drive their car, they buy a lot more electric cars. And that's happening very rapidly.
Governor, welcome to Tacoma.
Dignitaries, electric vehicle industry representatives, and EV enthusiasts gathered at the LeMay Museum to celebrate the Fast Charge EV station. $1 million in state funds from EV registrations and $1.5 million from partners will help pay for this and 14 similar sites across the state.
Because the car companies have announced that over the next several years, there are going to be more than 150 new models of EVs that are going to go on to showroom floors across this nation.
That as the forest fires are raging in the state of Washington, we have to reduce our carbon pollution. And people ask me, what's the single best thing you can do to reduce your carbon pollution? Get a used electric car, just like I did.
With 33,000 EVs on the road now, Inslee's hope is to have 50,000 registered in the state in 2 years. That means more charging infrastructure is needed, and so are the partnerships that resulted in this first charging site. Tacoma Power became a partner in this first project because it can play a critical role in expanding electric vehicle use to minimize the impacts of climate change in our region. The utility generates the low-cost, renewable, and carbon-free hydropower that will be needed.
We have lots of extra power that could be used to power vehicles. And the great thing about that is, if we add more vehicles, it actually brings down the price of electricity for everyone.
There was a time when EV owner Chad Schwitters could only get a reliable charge at home. Now he says having access to charging stations like this will be a huge benefit.
I mean, 10 years ago, there were no charging stations. We bought an electric car. We still loved it. We still use it all the time because we had a backup gas car. If you want to go all electric, if you've only got one car, it's extremely useful to have one of these. It just allays any fears of, one day maybe I'll need something more.
EV supporters say they're on the verge of a new revolution when it comes to the automobile. Now in Tacoma, you can fill them up with electricity and spend some time learning how far cars have brought us while you wait. For Tacoma Report, I'm John Phillips.
The new charging station is located on the south parking lot of America's Car Museum near the Tacoma Dome and I-5. Join Downtown on the Go for Parking Day 2018. During this event, artists, citizens, and businesses temporarily transform a metered parking spot into public spaces. Over 35 parks will pop up in downtown Tacoma on Friday, September 21st from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Enjoy food trucks, complete an event passport, and take part in a walking tour in Tolleson Plaza starting at noon. For more information, visit the Parking Day event site. Grit City Trees is the city's free street tree giveaway program. Applications for the 2018 season are being accepted through September 10th. This program provides free trees to Tacoma homeowners who are interested in planting them in the right-of-way. Applications can be submitted by individuals or by neighborhood groups, and the goal of this program is to increase tree canopy and beautify neighborhoods through community building and tree planting. For more information, visit the Grit City Trees page. Up next, we'll find out where we can view the In Our Backyard project now that it's complete. We'll be right back. The In Our Backyard project concluded on August 16th in Tolleson Plaza and the Tacoma Art Museum. The project traveled to 5 locations throughout Tacoma and presented a video installation, a play, and also a discussion about the impacts of homelessness on individuals who do not have a home. Information about the project is available at the project's webpage. Fireman's Park is being transformed to better meet the needs of the community. The gazebo is being removed to make the space feel safer for visitors. Fireman's Park was created in 1890 and currently is home to 2 of the city's public art installations. Have a question for the city but aren't quite sure where to start? The city's Tacoma First 311 Customer Support Center is your best bet. Since it opened in 2013, it's provided assistance to more than 257,000 requests. Stop by in person on the 2nd floor lobby of the Tacoma Municipal Building, call 311 in Tacoma city limits, check out their website, or simply download the free mobile app for Apple and Android devices. September is Suicide Prevention Awareness Month. Each year, more than 41,000 people die by suicide according to the National Alliance on Mental Illness. The city has partnered with Crisis Text Line to connect people with counselors through a text message system, which rapidly analyzes words in the text to better help them. If you need help, you can text the word HEAL to 741-741 or call the Crisis Prevention Hotline at 1-800-273-8255. Both services are free and available around the clock. When we come back, we'll find out how you can participate in the city's budget planning process. Don't miss it. As part of the city's process to develop the 2019-2020 proposed biennial budget, City Manager Elizabeth Pauley and other senior leadership staff will attend neighborhood council meetings this month. The meetings will include a discussion about the city's budget priorities, and it's a chance for community members to share their thoughts on what they would like the city to focus on over the next 2 years. Check out the city's budget website and social media channels for more info on upcoming meetings. Are you a small business owner with an amazing success story to tell? If so, submit your nomination today for the Small Business Administration's National Small Business Week Awards. All nominations must be mailed or hand-delivered to the nearest Small Business Administration office by noon on January 9th. Winners will be announced during National Small Business Week in May. Employees of Tacoma Public Utilities are helping local school children get a good start to their school year. Over a couple of weeks in August, TPU employees collected all sorts of school supplies and even some back-to-school clothes. TPU's annual school supply drive benefits clients of the Hope Sparks Agency, which helps low-income families.
It's really important. The kids in the community, they've come to depend on it and count on it. There are mothers and fathers who can't purchase these items for their kids to get their kids to school and get some good learning in for those children. It takes peer pressure off of the kids for not having the items. It boosts their self-esteem.
1,500 items worth over $6,000 have been donated by TPU employees this year, including backpacks, pens and pencils, paper, and calculators. Those donations went to nearly 800 families with school-aged children. The TPU School Supply Drive has been going on each August for several years now. And finally, October is National Walk and Roll to School Month, and October 10th is National Walk to School Day. Now is the time to organize a school-wide event to encourage students to walk, bike, or skate to school. The city is offering a free kit as well as information to help school staff, teachers, parents, or students plan an event for October 10th. Registration is now open to receive the free kit that includes fruit leathers, yard signs, and reflective stickers. Kits are available while supplies last. Visit the Safe Routes to School page today and start planning for National Walk to School Day. That's all the time we have on this edition of Tacoma Report. A great way to find out about the services the City of Tacoma has to offer is by going to cityoftacoma.org. Until next time, I'm Angie Foster.